In today's video, I've got 5 facts about Raphtalia from the series The Rising of the Shield Hero. And this is pretty new for me to be covering a series before it's finished, so bear with me on this video, but I am confident and happy to bring this one today. But anyway, if you're new here, why not join the 4&4 community by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And a quick warning, there will be spoilers as well as just a heads up, but I'll kind of let you know when they're coming, like the major ones anyway. So, with that being said, let's roll intro and get straight into the video. So, Raphtalia is a female demi-human and first member of the Shield Heroes party after he purchased her as a slave. Raphtalia has undergone some huge changes in the short time we've known her already. Of course, when we were first introduced to her, her long, light brown hair was very messy and unmanaged. That, you'd expect of a slave living in the conditions she did, to be fair. So, like previously mentioned, Raphtalia is a demi-human. She has fluffy raccoon ears and an extra fluffy tail. As for eye colour, that is a beautiful shade of bright pink. And once purchased by Naofumi, he looked after Raphtalia, brought her adventure clothes, a small knife, and sorted out that messy hair of hers by cutting it himself, and of course, feeding her those kids' meals. And now in this fantasy world, as demi-humans level up, their bodies also undergo changes. In terms of appearance, she went from the cute raccoon lolly to this young adult in her early 20s that artists are now struggling not to lewd. As for age, when we met Raphtalia, she was around 10 years old. Now, it's not been made clear if she has aged mentally with her body, but she does seem to act slightly maturer than before, as made clear by the romantic feelings she's trying to show Naofumi. However, there is still that side of her that looked at the kids playing with the ball with the slight envious look. And now, of course, with her body's growth, as did her adventurer clothes and weapons, obviously. She now wears a breastplate, skirt, knee-high boots, and a pair of adventurer's gloves. Weapon-wise, she has obviously outgrown the knife and now has a full-sized sword. As Raphtalia has grown / leveled up, so have her skills, both combat-wise and her use of illusion magic, which is a combination of light and dark attributes. She has become efficient and focused when it comes to combat, training, and even matters of money expenditure. At present, she wields a sword, to which I'll go over her abilities, and later on I'll talk about where she goes next, and don't worry, I'll give you a spoiler warning before I do, which it will be the last fact. So, with her current blade, she has what is known as blade skills. The skills she has at present are Illusion Sword. This ability creates the illusion of a sword that she will strike the enemy with. Now, this attack doesn't cause any damage physically, it does cause damage mentally. Pretty cool skill to confuse her opponent so she can land a physical blow in their frantic state. Next skill is called Yin Yang Blade. With this skill, she takes the energy of a defeated enemy and turns it into an attack that she will fire at her opponent. Pretty awesome stuff. Magic-wise, she uses an ability called First Light. This is a reveal type spell in which she illuminates the area that she is in to reveal hidden monsters. Or she could use it to also blind her enemies so that she can create an opening for either an attack or to escape. Then, of course, finally she has the obvious illusion magic, which is pretty self-explanatory, really. She creates an illusion of herself to confuse the opponent before her. Enough said. So, Raphtalia's Japanese voice actress is Asami Seto. She has voiced other characters such as Mai Sakurajima in Rascal Does Not Dream About Bunny Girl Senpai, Chiyuki from Death Parade, Akira Mado in Tokyo Ghoul, Ichio Higuchi from Bungo Stray Dogs, and more. The dub is yet to be released at the time of this video's release, but it looks like Raphtalia's English voice actress is going to be Erica Mendez. She has voiced other characters such as Yuki in Sword Art Online 2, Nico Yazawa from Love Life, Retsuko in Agretsuko, Megamin from Konosuba, and more. So, up until the age of 10, Raphtalia lived with her parents in a small hidden coastal village outside Melremark. She was born in a town that is now known as Rock Valley. As we know, she lost her parents in the first wave, where they pushed her off the cliff, and Raphtalia had to watch them being eaten by that Cerberus. Raphtalia, of course, survived the fall and went back to the village in the hope that she would find her parents, but of course, was unfortunate in her search. Things, took a turn for the worst as she was eventually captured by slave traders. During this time, she had been sold and traded as a slave to various owners before eventually ending up in a slave dealer's tent. Now, Raphtalia as a slave and demi-human was far from well looked after. Sick and in poor condition, she was eventually picked up by a slave trader that would put her up for sale in the capital. She spent several months in this place before her life was completely changed. This, as we know, is the time that she was purchased by the legendary shield hero Naofumi. And of course at first she was scared of her new master, and you know what, can't blame her really. Firstly, because of her past experience as a slave, and secondly, because, Naofumi wasn't, really in the right frame of mind at this point in the story. Really dark stuff. But, of course, as we all know, this soon changed as Naofumi looked after and took care of Raphtalia as if he was like her father. But of course, as she grew up with the leveling, as did her feelings for him, which turned into, romantic feelings. Of course, Naofumi, in classic main character style, is completely oblivious to the matter, no matter how obvious Raphtalia makes her advances. Regardless, the bond between these two is one that is so nice to watch. There is a real sense of trust and closeness between the two. I really can't wait to see how it progresses. Right then, spoilers. I hope that was warning enough. Next up, this is more about the abilities Raphtalia has again, but is definitely giving away some pretty awesome stuff. So if you'd rather not be hit by any proper spoilers, then end the video right here and, thanks for stopping by if you have. So, this next fact is what I've read up on and my speculation on it. So if I've gotten anything majorly wrong, and, my bad, it's, all interesting to me nonetheless, so feel free to correct me in the comments if need be. So, it seems that Raphtalia herself is going to become a hero, or sub-hero. The 4 heroes are said to be like saints, all chosen from other worlds, whereas there are vassal weapons, or alternatively known as 7-star weapons, that can be wielded by people from this world. Once the weapon has chosen a selected individual, they will become one of the 7-star heroes. And you know what, no shocks here, but Raphtalia will become one of these 7-star heroes, and will be the hero of the hammer. The only real information I've found on this so far is that the 7-star hammer will give the user a huge boost in offensive power, and it seems that these 7-star weapons work just like the ones wielded by the legendary heroes, where they can absorb items and will unlock different variations of itself. This sounds really cool, and I'm looking forward to finding out more as, the weeks go on. While I was looking into this, there was also talk of this glass world route. By the looks of it, where Raphtalia still becomes a 7-star hero, but is the vassal katana. I didn't read too much into it, and, I'll make an updated video on her towards the end of the series, so I'll leave that be for now, but if you want to, hit me with some updates or whatnot, then feel free to in the comments. Just make sure you hit spoiler first, so everyone else doesn't get hit by these if they don't want to get hit by spoilers. Anywho, finally there was an interesting style that Raphtalia will eventually learn from a woman named Granny, a style of fighting called Hengen Muso, which will make Raphtalia an absolute beast when it comes to power. This style of fighting is basically a legendary style that is focused on saving the world without the help of the legendary heroes. It is said that this fighting style has never been bested on the battlefield, and that this Granny person was the last known user who said it was no longer needed and that she would take the style to the grave with her, but seems to have a change of heart upon meeting Naofumi. But for the sake of this video, I'll go into more depth in an updated video in later weeks. Keep an eye out for that. So thanks for watching. This was my video, 5 facts about Raphtalia from the series The Rising of the Shield Hero. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to see more characters from this series, of course let me know in the comments. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, as it really does help my videos reach a wider audience, and subscribe for more anime content. Till next time, my fellow weebs, peace!